How it turned out, it's only his grace.
You don't know.
How come every time we get ready to throw to the beginning of the show, there's always laughter? I never get to.
It's time for me to get my preacher on.
Okay. Welcome to the Inspired with Shika My'Chelle Show. I am your host. It's terrible when you try to be serious, but you really just can't. I'm your host. If you're new to this, welcome. Just welcome. But those of you that have been tuned in, you know we have a good time here. I am your host, Shika My'Chelle, founder and CEO of Beautifully Unique Incorporated, 501c3 nonprofit organization, Beautifully Unique Incorporated, and owner and CEO of inspirational brand Inspired by Shika My'Chelle. Now, the two next to me they're not new to the show. They're special friends. My sister, my brother. If you missed 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, you might want to go back and find that YouTube or find that link and tune into this. But I have my sister, the beautiful Renee Williamson, and my brother Elder Mel. I'm just gonna give you Elder Mel. If you watch behind the scenes, you know that Elder Mel is Millie rocking for the Lord.
Yes,
okay, so if you did not watch the behind the scenes, which is live right now on my personal page, then you have missed out. You might want to just tag into that page, just just for fun, because this is what happens behind the scenes. But it's so funny that we are here and we are laughing because the devil was quite busy leading up to this wonderful show that I love to be a part of every Tuesday at 3:00 right here on Church Talk Radio. And I think I have two of my favorite people. Like, I love when you guys are on because one is the balance.
Yes, that's me.
And bro, I thought you were gonna be the balance.
Not today.
But Big Bro is just happy that he can just
not today, because I love God.
Amen.
You know what? We got to learn how to loosen up sometimes. Yes. Some of us are too stuck up.
Yes.
I know that.
We're so spiritually minded with no earthly good.
Yeah.
So sometimes we got to learn how to loosen up. Have fun in Christ. Have fun in God. Love God.
That's right.
You can live holy and still have fun and joke and laugh and just be merry.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Don't have to go out drinking and sinning just to have a good time. No, we have a good time right here.
Right here.
I'm going to dance for Jesus,
that's
y'all.
Right. I know that's right. That's right. Amen.
Hey.
And I'm a co-signer because that's what I do. I'm a co-signer because as long as I can laugh,
she could not laugh.
I know. That's the good thing. I like to laugh. I feel like there's enough going on for you to be stressed out and upset and worried about,
Then given the opportunity to laugh.
Laugh. And when I'm laughing because I got that from the gut.
Yes,
that's like that right there.
Let me tell you something. There is a picture. I'm going to post it. A picture. It had to be in pre-K. We were at a pumpkin patch. And I was looking. Oh, God, I keep forgetting what to call him. But my other half is what I call him. I found a picture, and it was me at the pumpkin patch pre-K, and the look on I am laughing hysterically. And I do not know what I was laughing at in that picture, but for me, it is the same as my dad. It was, and I said, I could have been laughing at anything. Somebody could have fallen. Knowing me, I laugh at everything. It doesn't take much for me to giggle. So please don't be offended. I am the one that will pick you up if you fall, but probably after
She's gonna laugh while she's picking you up. Because that's what my wife would do.
I do. And I mean no harm by it. But it's just sometimes it's the nervous laugh. You have those different laughs that go with different things.
That's how you deal with certain things. You just laugh. People are like, I can't believe she's laughing at that point. You're like, yes, but that's the way I deal.
I laugh at funerals. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I do. I laugh at funerals, and I do not mean any harm.
Right.
I have to find something there that will make me laugh, so that I am not a ball of tears, because I'm also the emotional one with the ugly cry. There's no balance, I try to keep the balance. I'm either laughing hysterically or with the ugly cry. So I would rather give you the laughing hysterically. But thank you guys for joining us on the Yashika page, on my personal page. And those of you that are, Lord, that light is serious. I'm not gonna play myself and try to see that screen. You see me trying to look through the light? We'll just say welcome.
There you go.
We'll just say welcome. When you guys were last here, we did go on the Kanye on a Kanye rant, and I don't know if has anyone listened to the Jesus is King.
It's actually kind of nice.
Did you like it? Because
I kind of liked it.
And then they've also different ones are giving their life to Christ. So
Yeah.
that's
why
I know our last time we were really like, because we wanted to make sure that he was doing it in the right reason. But people are coming and giving their life, and
people are responding.
And giving their life, wanting to change it. And so you know what?
Okay,
like
I'm gonna be the one at the table. But
you know what though? I'm not saying that yay, but as we say, whatever is going to bring them into his kingdom, I've got to say, fine, because not everybody's going to come into his kingdom the same way.
Oh no!
So what I'm saying, all those people that are out there, it's another form that if they're coming and they're literally actually giving their life and wanting to change,
their intentions may be pure. I really did. I attempted to listen to it last Tuesday, actually. I wanted to, before I spoke, I wanted to kind of play a little bit of it. I just as a fan of rap as well, like I just felt like it was typical superficial Kanye. I just felt like there was nothing deep about it. To me, it didn't scream a man that had given his life to Christ, that really understands who Christ is. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. Same Kanye beats. I just didn't feel message-wise in trying to listen to the lyrics that it wasn't deep. It was somebody that is still superficial Kanye that has found this new thing, and he may have found God may be doing something amazing. I'm not discrediting that man. If that is what it is, that's not for me to judge. But when we put a sticker on something and say that it is this, I'm expecting for it to be this. And Kanye is a musical genius. Like, as I said before, I'm never going to take that away from him. I just also think Kanye is a marketing genius. And personally, I'm still not swayed. I'm excited about people who have, I guess in some way, attached themselves to it and they wanted to go deeper in Christ and know who this God is that he's talking about. But I still don't, I'm not swayed in believing that Kanye is this new, I feel like he's still superficial Kanye with the same agenda. And whether it's his sneakers, his clothing, Kanye's here for the money. And when I see otherwise, I will be the first one to stand corrected and say, you know what? I was wrong. You know what? But I'm not going to purchase it. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm going to purchase the album and I'm never going to listen to it again. So God bless those that,
And I hear you. Yeah. But who's to say that everybody that's singing gospel not doing the same thing?
Honey.
No, because sometimes I can listen, like you said, you're saying Kanye because you're seeing who he is because of what he did before. But I can listen to some songs, I'm like this. Bye-bye.
Very true.
And then I can listen to some songs and it hits me right there.
But so you understand why that is too.
I know, maybe because for whatever reason though. So that's what I'm saying. People are listening, they're not seeing Kanye. Because if that was the case, then you're really looking at every gospel artist. So you just listen to the song and it may be hitting that person where whatever those lyrics are, they may need to say, wow, that's me.
Because they may be in that place that he's in.
Because I know I hear a lot of gospel people are singing and I'm like this. And I don't know their story. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't like to look at when Mary had their show on. I didn't look at it because I guess to me, I didn't want to know your personal. Because then to me, it would change how I saw your music. Because see, you're looking at how Kanye, we know he's put his whole life out there. So all I hear is Kanye.
Oh, you scared me.
All I hear is Kanye. You don't hear the message.
That's
so
right.
when Mary had their show, I didn't watch it. I didn't want to know what their husband did and this one did. Want to know why? Because then when I listened to their music,
I
didn't hear them.
I didn't
hear the message. All I saw was like, wow, they went to the same mess. This one, they have problems here.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. I wanted to hear the message that they were supposed to give. And I think that's where we are with Kanye, because he's put so much out. All we know is Kanye. And he's this.
And I don't care about that version of because mental health is not something to even joke about. So I'm never going to touch that. That's not even to be joked about. Kanye, for me, as I've stated, is a musical genius.
Yeah.
Like, his creative side is mind-blowing. So for me, if you're even coming into this realm, it's not about whether or not you've accepted Christ for real. It's, is this really your best? Like, is this really what you're giving me? I attempted to listen to it, and I personally just I wasn't moved. But for somebody else, like you said, that may have listened to it, there's a lot of songs on it, like you said, that you may like.
Right.
That I might be like, it didn't do it for me. There are a lot of artists that people go crazy for, and I'm just not moved. Even in gospel, like you said, there are
a lot of gospel on top. They're like, listen to this song.
It was amazing, and you listen to it like, it was cute. You know, so I get it.
I didn't get it. You know, or people are just moved by it, and they're like, it's good. But it wasn't, I didn't feel it. But then I can listen to a song and be like, oh my God.
And I don't want to get beat up because I really was getting ready to say this, but because you know how the Beehive is. But you know, like, I like Beyonce. I like Beyonce. But I can say I am not a Beyonce fan. I think that she's dope in what she does. But I feel like the hype that's around her, you know, it's like kind of sometimes like, she's being, but a lot of, not just Beyonce, a lot of these artists are being praised as they're put on a pedestal as if they're God, and people are idolizing them like they can do no wrong. I think, like, for me, Alicia Keys had more that thing that punch you in the gut, that when she sings or when she creates music, it moves something in you. Beyonce makes me want to dance, you know, and then I don't feel an emotion where I'm like, I just want to cry, or that she's connected to my spirit in a manner where she's helping me get through something, you know? And I think that when you're going through, those are the people that you go to, like, music wise. So for somebody, Kanye is that artist right now. So my plea is, if that is who you are listening to, you know, that you seek a deeper relationship with God as you are listening to his music, connect to the King. Like, for real, like, connect to him, because it doesn't matter who, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who we're listening to. If we don't have a relationship with him, it's null and void anyway. You
don't put anybody on that pedestal, like you said, Beyonce, or I don't care what artist.
Nobody.
I don't have a favorite. I just listen.
I love music.
Period. Because people are like, who's singing that? I could be honest with you, I don't know.
And sometimes you don't even care. You just like,
I don't.
I'm rocking with it.
I mean, it is almost like I don't. It's just that I know the song.
Yeah.
That, oh my God, the song is awesome, but who sings it? People are like, well, I can know. They can know every artist. This I don't know, but I like.
I like the music,
and I don't. You want to know what? I don't want to know, because that means I put that person way up there. So just listening to the music.
Yes, that's enough.
And if I want to, you know, I'll buy. Okay, then once you're playing it, but as to say, oh my gosh, they're my idol. No, they are not.
No. I see. I don't have that. I don't connect on that level where.
You understand? Some people like that.
You know, because even with social media, like, you look at things like Twitter, where people are bashing each other based on their favorite artist that they have glorified, and you're like, but do we go this hard for God? Like, do we go this hard for God? We go this hard for man. For mere humans, but we do not go that hard for God. You can't change anything in my life. You can't fix anything. I can't go to you for anything, but God. So, you know, if you are listening, whatever you're listening to, get a deeper connection with the person that's behind what it is that they're saying they're following. Just get a deeper relationship with God. No Kanye bashing, because I support anybody that is, first of all, it's not easy work.
Jesus.
Mind you, I just set my phone in my lap. Like I don't even want it to go. Look, we are live, and Mel is booked and busy.
Things happen.
And Mel is booked and busy.
He's the busy one, So his phone is just going.
He's booked and busy on a Wednesday. This is a Wednesday. This is a Tuesday.
Play my script for the Lord.
Again, we are live. I don't even know what to say.
Don't forget to vote. It is Tuesday, election day.
Tuesday, vote. I definitely was going to touch that. Yes. Vote. I don't think people realize how important these elections are. This is your local. It always rains.
I know.
On election,
I don't know what it is because I just realized that I'm like, it's raining. So usually it puts down the attendance of people going out because they're like, oh. And then there was because there's no school.
Yes.
So it makes us kind of lazy.
Right.
Not want to go out.
Do not get distracted.
Do you know that Tuesdays?
No.
Are rainy days.
And Wednesday, if anybody, my DHCC members, I said we need to go ahead and get a boat to get to.
That's when it gets
to prayer.
Like today's a rainy day, but tomorrow's going to be rainy and windy. And all
it is.
Just the storms coming.
Every Wednesday.
Because see,
he like, we just gonna swim to Destiny House.
Because he wants to see are you committed?
Let me tell you, we were in the middle of a storm. And we did. And anybody that knows me knows I do not do thunder and lightning. I do not. You want to see me revert to a 2-year-old? Let it be some thunder and lightning. I'm somewhere like, oh my God. Jesus. I promise you, I kid you not. But we have made it through thunderstorms. Sitting there, I done prayed all the way there, but we made it. So don't let rain or weather be an excuse. Please get out and vote. This is your local. This means the most. Your judges, your elected officials, the people that control on this level. You have to vote. Like, please do not let this election go by. Take a moment, stand on the line, tweet. I don't care what you do in the midst of you being online. Read a book, read the Bible, pull up your Bible app, whatever. Do not get off that line. Please vote. Please vote. Please vote. There are people that are willing to take you to the polls. So please get in contact with them. It is important for us to take a stand. We keep talking about, the way things are going in the world, but if we are not in alignment and stepping up and doing our part, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better.
If you don't vote, stop talking. Stop complaining. Shut it up. Because if you don't vote, then you allow things to happen.
Look, Pastor Sid said, nothing stops Harriet from freeing the people. Amen. Amen. Nothing stops her. Let's be more like Harriet on today. Yes. And be free. And be free.
We have to, because a lot of times we do a lot of complaining, especially we as African Americans complain. I don't like that doing this. Did you want to vote? No. Then what you complaining for?
That's right.
But my vote doesn't count. Yes, it does.
Don't give me
just to know that you put your 3 cents, 2 cents in there.
That's right.
And that you are part of the count is important. But if you're not going to vote, then shut up. Stop complaining.
Stop complaining because you have the power to make a change.
Happen.
That's right.
You allow that to happen. If you're going to vote, go next door, make sure the person voted. If they didn't, take them with you.
Take them with you.
It's
really that simple. Yes. It's really that simple. Get to know your neighbors. Carpool. It is important. We need to be just as excited about voting and things of that nature as we are about the new Jordans coming out. Come on, us as a people, we got to do better. We have to do better. We're so excited about the material things, but when it comes time to actually, making a difference and standing in the gaps, it's like we're scattered. We're too easily distracted. We have to get better because change starts with us.
We have to be united. And when I look back in your history, the reason that we were able now to be able to sit around that bus and to do anything we needed, they all united together.
That's right.
Together, we are unstoppable. But right now, we are so spread apart on our views and stuff that anybody can come in and sway us because we are just divided. Divided we are. We're going to fall. But if you look back on our history, and you see all those marches, they bind it together.
Yes.
They let nothing stop them.
That's right.
They were like, I want this right to be able to vote.
And I'm willing to die for it.
I'm willing to die for it. And guess what? They stood together. Even when everybody said you can't, they stood together. And what do we do now? Everything they work for is going down because we refuse to get up and fight.
And get up from... Here it is. What kills me is the fact that we will sit on social media all day and we will complain all day on social media. And you want to fight with each other on social media.
Silly stuff.
But are you going to get up? Who is going to actually get up to do the work? And when they are getting up to do the work, are you willing to support? Because I can go back, I just had the event on Saturday. Thank God for everyone that came out, everyone that came out to support it, everybody that donated. It was like a family reunion. It was really refreshing just to see kids be kids and they're bowling and families are together. That to me, if I could have done it for free, I would have. Because to me, that's what my mom represented. She wasn't the woe is me sad. She was a ball of energy. So when you see people come together and everybody is laughing and they're united, we want to point the finger at these organizations and ask, well, where are the organizations when you need them? But where are you when the organization needs you? Most of us are non-funded. And we are out here every single day committing our lives to community, to the youth, to bettering, our people. And the support is not there. And this is, shout out to Spin the Yard, Minority Millennials, Man in the Mirror as well, Beautifully Unique. All those organizations that are out there that are on the ground level that are trying to make a difference in the communities. You guys have to get involved because volunteer. If volunteer, because guess what? We are trying to be the voice for our people, and if there's no support there, it's not going to stop us because we have been together as organizations and like, okay, well, you're having this event, I'll support you. You come out, you support me. I promote everything. I share. If it's positive, I share everything because though it might not be something that affects me, it may be something that is going to bless somebody else. So we're so busy. Well, I'm not connected to that organization, so I'm just going to bypass that. But what it is that they're doing may be something that will bless somebody else. Oh, Sam Law, just thought about that. She's out there doing great things as well. It's a lot of us out here. This one over, like we are here. We're here. And
my problem is this: you're saying get involved. I work in school.
Get involved.
Get involved. I don't see parents, but I will see you if I take your child's phone. But I can't see you when I tell you they're having a problem with math, or they're not coming to, or they're being disrespectful. I have a PTA meeting and I can't get good 20 parents there when there's we got 682 students in the building, and I might get 20 parents, one day a month. That's all I ask on a Monday. Where are you being involved?
That's right.
I need you involved, and in order for them to succeed, you have to be a model. Because see, like when I go vote, I took mine.
That's right.
I went, where you going? To vote. What are we voting on? And explain why you're doing what you're doing.
The importance of it.
Right. Because we need to model the good stuff. Not everything else, but the good stuff. In order for your child to know how to speak to adults or to behave, what are they going to do? You're modeling it.
That's right.
You're modeling what you want them to see. Not modeling because you in there getting all the genes. No. I want you to model, me reading a book.
That's right.
So what are you doing about what we're reading? Why don't you read books? Let me know what you're reading.
We're going to have some quiet time. We're gonna read.
I believe in that. In my daughter's school, once a week they have that. Like there's no homework on a Wednesday because it's family night.
That's so important.
I think it's so important. And I don't mean family night doesn't mean that one is here, one's around. No, everybody's together. Let's do something together. Let's have a movie night. I don't care, a game, read a book, something.
That's right.
Do family. Because if you do family, you realize how important they are. You got to get involved.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
That's the problem. We left grassroots. We left grassroots. It was all about the family. There were certain things like even thunderstorms. Mommy, cut the lights off.
Everything.
Light a candle. Get the flashlights. Everybody, be quiet.
Everything.
God is working.
Yes.
You couldn't move, you couldn't make a sound, you couldn't play no games, because dark in the house. You know what I mean? So it's things like that, and you did things as a family. You know, Daddy took us to movies. We went when they had the big screens. Daddy took everybody in the van. We hid. We hid under the cover. We hid under the cover. You know how many people? Because they would come and look in the van. Meanwhile, there's about 20 kids under the cover.
That's right. That's right. We was together.
Don't y'all say nothing. Shut your mouth.
That tight lip.
That's
that black
it was those types of things, and that's one of the things that the enemy designs to do, is to break down the family structure, because number one, God instituted the family.
Yes, that's why I say family. What? Praise together.
Okay.
We stay together.
That's right.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with praying. The children know what prayer is. That they're sitting down amongst each other, and you pray together.
And parents have to be parents.
Yes.
Parents have to set that order.
Yes.
We're gonna eat together. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Keep your phone in your room.
That's
you sit at this table, and we're gonna talk while we eat. You know, it was those types of things. Nowadays, it's let them do whatever they want.
Everybody's
Like I said, mom's here, dad's over here, the children are here, everybody's on the phone. Nobody says,
talking.
How was your day? It's all right.
Yeah, because we're here like this.
Yep.
And like I tell parents all the time,
That's
I said,
nobody
don't take
distractions, like you said.
I said, don't take one answer. How was your day? Good. What'd you do today? Nothing. You have anything? No. I need you to elaborate. And that's what I tell parents. Continue, pull it out.
You were in school all day and you did nothing.
You did nothing. What did you do? What did you eat today? So did you do anything in the classroom? Like I told parents, because I do PTA, I'm the PTA president, and hello.
Hallelujah.
And I encourage them, and in my meetings I said, if you have no homework, if the teacher happens not to give you any homework, pick up a book and read.
That's right.
Every night. Your child should be reading at least 20 to 30 minutes. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
A comic book, paper,
newspaper,
I don't care
magazine,
what.
Find that thing that interests them.
Well, that's what I did, because I remember growing up, my brother he didn't like to read, but he liked sports. So my mom got Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Well, you know what? He liked football. Maybe he didn't read all the words, but he looked at pictures. But before you know it, though, he wanted to know what it said. So if your child, some people say, what's a comic book? If it's Spider-Man, it's a comic book. Guess what? It has words.
Yeah.
He's reading.
That's right.
Yeah.
What Archie? Whatever it. Come on.
Okay, I still buy Archie.
I did it.
Betty and Veronica. I still buy those. Don't judge me, but I do.
Yeah.
But look at me now.
It was what? Reading. If it has words,
that's right.
I don't care if it has 3 words. They're reading.
That's right.
Because before you know it, they're going to want to say, "Can I get the next book that goes to that? Can I get the next book?"
But we said that if we're not putting that in front of them, we've made our children so materialistic. We put more onto. I'm not going to spend $7.99 on that book, but I'll spend those $300 on those sneakers.
Come on.
You know, but your kids can't even put a sentence together for homework.
Exactly.
But we're investing in material. Invest in their minds. Invest in their minds.
My daughter came in the day, she was like, "Mommy, I had to read a book and I didn't like it. I liked Wonder though, but I don't like this book." And I said, "Okay, well, why don't we go to Barnes and Noble?" Did you look in the book? Does it have other books? I said, "Does it have other books that you like from this author?" She was there. I said, "Well, let's go." I have a lot of money, but guess what? We went there. I went on there and found me some coupons because she got a book that I knew that she. Hello,
we are resourceful.
And I told her that today. I said, if I have my last, if it's for you, you got it.
That's right.
If it's something that you need, and I know that's going to help you, yes, I'm going to make a way.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to make a way for the other silly stuff.
No.
But if it's something that's going to encourage you and want you to go further, they are our future.
They are.
And when I sit there and look at them, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yes.
Because our future doesn't know anything. They don't know anything. Yeah. I know this movie Harriet is out. They know Harriet Tubman read the slaves. That's it.
Period.
Because that's all that was taught.
And we read the books
Yeah.
We saw the movies.
We were
we
forced.
knew.
I know last night, my church collectively, I missed out last night, but last night my church went.
A lot of organizations are doing that together.
And it's so important. What I love is that we fellowship outside of church, and you know, whether it be movies or dinner or you know, whatever we do, we fellowship outside of church. But it's important for our children to know their history. You know, as parents, it's kind of like we have relied on the schools for everything. And the bottom line is my mom taught me at home about, you know, the different, and first of all, my mother was a book lover like myself, and she wrote like myself. That's why, like you said, you set the tone as a parent. You lay the foundation, and when your children see that you're interested in reading and writing and things of that nature. My son never really played. He ran track 1 year, but sports was never like, he can tell you about stats and things like that.
Because that's what he is.
Sports really was not his thing. He's always been this. He's always been the creative mind. Like but again, he lived in a household where his mother was always writing, always creating something. He loves music and he sings, but he's his mother's child. Runs. But again, we set the foundation for our children. Let's put something positive. Let's embed them with these positive things that will take them further in life. Those Jordans, he's going to make another pair next month, and they're going to be released, and you're going to be broke again, and your child is still.
If we don't know our history, we're going to repeat it. And we're on our way.
And we are on our way.
We are on our way to repeat.
That's right.
All that hard work they did. All that hard work. Because I sit in the classroom and I can ask them, who's Thurgood Marshall? They look at me like,
yeah.
Because all they know is Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks.
Yes.
Want to know why? Because that's all the books told you. Just
a little bit.
Say that I taught you Black history.
That's it. That's it.
So unless we do our job, like you said, let's be the parents and teach them. Because see, when I was growing up, the church was a very prominent part of my growing up. So in the church is where we learned a lot. Because I couldn't go to school on Martin Luther King's birthday before it became a holiday. We weren't allowed to go. My mother taught us at home. She was like, "Oh no, you're not going to school." That's a day that we are all going to stay. It was not a holiday at that time. You know, so I grew up in a household of a woman who comes from the civil rights movement. So it made it even more that we needed to know
yourself,
our history, and she was very adamant about it. She marched with Dr. King to Montgomery, and we come from Tuskegee, Alabama, which is one of the most historical towns in Alabama. So you have to know your history. But guess what? As I knew it, you know what I did? I turned around and guess what? Told my child.
That's right. You have
to. So if you don't ever tell, can I ask your children, what about your grandmother? I don't know. Where'd your grandmother from? I don't know. I don't know nothing.
We're not having conversations anymore.
Exactly.
We're so easily distracted. We're not having conversations.
She'll tell you a whole bunch of stuff that you never knew.
And
we don't care because they don't know nothing.
Well, because
you see, like that's how we look. This generation
they don't know anything down with grandma and sit down and say, "Grandma, can I ask you some questions?" My kids around, especially, all the times they see my mom, but especially Black History time, Nana. So you really did that, and Nana, you did this, and she tells me, like, well, how are you feeling, Nana, when you were marching? What were you doing? Were you waiting and whatever? And she begins to tell them the stories. So guess what? They're gonna, as time goes on, they can say what my grandmother did,
and that should make you proud.
Proud.
We need to get back to being proud. We come from such strong lineage. Like we need to get back to being proud. It breaks my heart when I walk into schools or if I'm walking in a neighborhood and I see kids pants sagging, using profane language, and they see adults coming by and there's nothing in them that says it's bad enough that you're using profane language. But to see an adult and for that to not shut down in you, I know that we are so far removed. Like our children have become spoiled and disrespectful. They are entitled. We need to get back to the foundation of raising them up. Like we come from the lineage of kings and queens. Why are we walking like this? Why is it acceptable?
I was raised up with a butt whooping.
Okay, amen.
If you didn't,
see, I wasn't gonna say I wasn't.
If you didn't know, I'm gonna say,
to mind your business.
I'm gonna say you got a mama went out and got a switch off that tree, or you got a belt.
Okay,
to your butt.
And that's she didn't go get the switch.
God had to go get it.
Come on. Look,
you better not come back with nothing. Come on.
Big Mama Big Mama had a nail through her door thing. On the door, she had one of them things that you tweed up, and the little things was hanging off the what's her name? So you knew that if she was to get that thing off of there, it's got them. It was.
And
that's so funny that y'all said it about the switch.
The skinny ones hurt. See, so you can make me go, well, this is nice.
Yeah,
that would hurt the worst.
Because
you know, I get the big one.
And play with grandma if you want to, and bring that little switch, because you know you're getting the pow with
it. That's what you see now. We were coming the other day, and I was like, it's not abuse. It's called discipline.
That's right.
You ain't trying to kill them.
I'm not. It's called discipline. That's the problem.
Abuse is punching your child in the chest. Punching your child. That's abusive. Come on now.
But discipline, because we have children now, and they'll act up, and their parents are on the phone. I'm gonna get you. And then when they come out next day, I said, "Oh, that was just a phase." I said she didn't do her job. And I'll say it. I said she didn't do her job. They said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Because if she really did her job, you would have came back the next day sitting in that classroom like this."
Because you were too afraid that they're gonna call back again. Oh no.
I said, if you go that way, I said, my children, I said, because I don't play. I said, my children love me, but they fear me.
That's right.
I'm not gonna play that. My mother did the same thing. She said her thing, if I gotta come up in that school, I'm gonna tear you up in front of the whole
That's
time.
right.
Everybody.
Guess what?
And who wants
she
that?
never came to that school because see, I didn't call her.
Because you knew your mama wasn't a liar.
Because she meant it. If she said she was gonna do it, she coming. And see, nowadays, what we do is like, I'm gonna call your mother, and the child acts up.
So they done called your bluff.
And see, I'm one. I said, I'm gonna call you mother. I'm
calling right now.
I do.
That's right. And I'm gonna put it on speakerphone.
I'm the one. I'm gonna call because I need to make a point.
That's right.
You're late to school. Could y'all hold my classroom? Because I told them the next time I'm coming. And I went to. They were like, "You really can't." I told you I was coming.
That's right.
And see, that's the problem. You can't just keep telling children, especially this generation.
You have to show up.
You got to show them better than you can tell them. One of my old coworkers, she retired now, but she'll tell you, "I'll show you better than I can tell you." And that's what we have to do. We are allowing these children, and I have to say this,
get away with
they have taken over.
Yes, they now have the power, and they know it.
Schools, they have the power because guess what? I can't do much because they're going to go home and say, she said that to me. And the mother's going to go up there and she's going to tell me, if you don't talk to my child like this, but they can curse me out from A to Z, but I can't tell them to sit down or, you're being, what? No.
And that's the problem.
This is
because we are so busy coddling them that we're not teaching them anything. And if we're not teaching them, you're doing them a disservice because they're going out into the world. And the world does not care about mommy and daddy. They don't care about mommy being upset, daddy being upset. Guess what? They are building prisons for your children.
So they're like this, okay, so you're fired. And now you're fired. And guess what? Someone's waiting for that job because you don't know how to behave because that's what you were taught.
That's right.
You were taught that it was okay to tell off or curse that adult out. So when you go to that job and you didn't like what they do, you tell them, and because there was nothing done at school,
and you're going right back
you
home.
think that you could do that at a job. They say, oh no, you look, I lost. I couldn't do this. Right.
Right.
And you know what's really sad? Mommy is probably sitting at home. Pissed off at the person that fired you. Instead of saying,
I can't believe they did that.
That's right. A business.
Because,
Hello.
But when you come to school,
you are a reflection of them now.
Yes, but when you come to school, Mother used to always say, she goes, that is your job. When you go to school, that is your job. Your job is to go to school, sit down, and get an education.
That's right.
Not talking back, not doing this, not doing that.
That is your job. You can talk back to no teacher and then come home and get away with it. And if you had a good teacher back in the day, the teacher got you, and then you got it again because your teacher called and came to your house.
I had one of them, and we figured, okay, I had a math teacher, God rest her soul, Miss Nettie Bailey. Lord, she taught math. I did not like math. And you figure, okay, it's after 6 o'clock. I'm good. Why the phone ring at 9:30? You like, and you could hear your mother. You're like, oh, I can't believe she called this thing. And your mother's like, what? I was like, but because you just felt because after 6 o'clock, you don't pour
your guard is down.
Look, it's bad when the teacher called and you pick up the phone. Because that's what happened to me. I picked up the phone. After that, I was done. I came to her class. I started getting A's. And my English teacher, Miss Parry, God bless Miss Parry. But I acted up in her class one time.
Too many.
One.
Come on.
She called my house. The day after that, Mr. Robinson, I see you getting A's and yeah, because Mama got
it. Only take
and that's why I said. Time. So when I see children come back to school, I've sent you home, suspended you, you come back the next day and do the same exact thing. And so it says, well, that mom, I said, no,
there's a breakdown there at home.
I said, she sounded like she was gonna get him on the phone, but when she got home, now you know better. You should have done that. And I'm gonna take your phone.
And you still have the game. You still have the phone.
No, I'll take your phone. And
because I still have PlayStation and all those other things. I still have other gadgets. So if you take my phone, I still have other things to play with.
You have those children that I take all your electronics and it's so what?
Yeah.
You need, as they say, the discipline.
That's right.
Because see, I have to discipline and let you know just one good time. And like I said, one good time.
Yeah.
You don't need continuously one good time. And one good time, look at me. That's all you need.
Well, it might be two for me. I'll get
you that way.
2 chops to the throat.
You that child.
2 chops to the throat. Real quick.
After that second time, you like to take your business.
Let me tell you.
Like Bill Cosby said, I brought you in this world, and I'll take you out.
You know, we always have, your parents have those sayings that we all grew up with. So when we talk about children, we're like, you have no idea.
None.
You have no clue on what it is and how it should be. I said, we weren't allowed to come to the school with not a book bag,
not a
pencil,
nothing.
And have a nerve to come and ask me, do I have, now you have brand new sneakers on and you need a pencil and a notebook.
Yeah, she kicked me out because she wouldn't give me a pen. She wouldn't give you a pen. So if you take that $1, go ask mommy for the $9 to be exact. Go to the 99-cent store and get a pack.
That's right.
There's 10 in there. It's going to take you through the whole week. But they will. They get upset. Yeah. Then the parents will call. Yes, my child said you wouldn't give up. Oh, really? Yes.
Because that's my job.
Yes.
And you know what gets me even more is when, we all know, because we all have kids here, when they send the school supply list home, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's a little excessive. It is. But if you work in education, you understand that it's not just for your kid. A lot of times it's for the class because teachers are not getting paid what you think they are. Yeah. And there is no real support. Yeah. And the support is not there. So guess what? When it's not there, they now have to spend the money that they already are trying to hold on to. They have their own children that they're trying to provide for and buy the stuff that's on this list for. And now they have to stand in the gaps for you because you're complaining about the list like they don't need all of this stuff. Well, they didn't need those $300 sneakers. You could have got them a $50, $60 pair of sneakers
and it was good
and been fine with it and went on and got what they needed school supply wise so that they can do what they need to do in school.
But what they're asking for most time is for the full year.
That's right. Not just for right now.
So, but if you see, how I do my children, you get your supplies in September. So guess what's for Christmas? So what you're lacking in? You need more pencils and pens, more paper. You're good. What else do you need? More folders. So when you're getting those expensive Christmas gifts, why not get some more extra school supplies? Get some more.
That's right.
If their folders falling apart, well, you know what? Let me gather up some new folders. Let me get some pack of pencils. So grandma says, what do you need? Because you all know by that time, they be like, what do you need? Oh, you need some more socks or this.
Yeah.
Get another pack of
pencils. Because that's what grandma gonna get you.
That's what you got anyway.
So
every year you get some.
But she replenishes that for Christmas to get you through what? The remainder of the school year.
That's right.
So guess what? Ask for that box of pencils. Because guess what? We as teachers are spending that box of pencils every day. I'm giving you a pencil.
That's right.
Because you can't hold your pencil from 1st to 9th period. By the time you get to 5th, I need a pencil.
Or when they pencil fight with this. So now they done broke the pencil because they're pencil fighting, or they done started eating on the pencil. I'm going to need you to hold on to that pencil because I'm not going to supply
notebook, all of that. So my thing is this. Yes, you're writing a lot. Oh, I can't believe I'm writing it. Okay, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Like, do you want college? I can say this. My son, I thank God, and he will tell you, Oh, he thanks God for having a mama that push reading and writing. Papers are a breeze for that kid. Like testing stresses him out a little more, but having to write papers is a breeze for him because he could do that in his sleep. Because that has always been what's embedded in him. Reading and writing, he loves it. He's like, Ma, look what I did. And I'm always blown away if you watch him on Mondays, Monday Motivation with Nas. You know, I mean, the kid, somebody told me the other day, and I wasn't even, okay, I might have been hurt a little bit. Like, you know, I'm so proud of you, but let me tell you something. I think Nas is scooting up there with you. I said, what you mean? You might be slacking a little bit. I said, what? You might be slacking. I think not. I said, oh. So I asked him the other day. I said, Nas, you coming for my spot? He said, nah, man. I said, there's enough room for both of us. But for me, it makes me proud to know that he wasn't riding his mother's coattails. Like he went off and he said, look, this is something that I want to start doing. And it took forever to get him to sit here and sit down with me. But to see him every Monday going live, doing these motivational videos, speaking life into it. And there are more adults that are connected to what he does than children. I've had adults come up to me, right? I'm a fan. Like,
what do you look like this? She ain't post that yet.
Oh, it is Tuesday, and I did not post it.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Look at me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go this spot up, but no, you didn't.
I did it.
I'm like, she didn't post. You know what? I'm gonna get on.
I did it.
Tell Nas.
Are you on Instagram?
No, I don't.
You know, I do have an Instagram. Well, he has. I will. But I will download it. I'm a day late.
But he got something. He grabbed something from somewhere. You know, because it's good when your children come to you. Like my son, one day, he came to me and it brought tears to my eyes. I literally cried right from him. He said, Dad, because he was in some trouble, you know, and he got in trouble one time, and I actually had to, he got, put in, prison one time. I talked to the officer. And I said, Officer, I'm concerned about my son. He said, I know you are. He knew who I was. He said, Minister Robinson, I know you are. He said, your son is a good son. You're just hanging around with the wrong people. He said, he seems to be a little paranoid. I said, he is a good child. He said, but this is what I'm going to do for you, Minister Robinson. He said, I'll hold your son here because I had my parents with me. Dad said, now if you know that was me, you get put in jail for something you did stupid. I ain't coming. But they were there. Yeah. They said, now you know how I would do. So I had to think about it. Okay. I had to leave him there. Hurt me to my heart. But he said, the officer said, listen, we'll take good care of him. Leave him here for the night. We'll feed him. We'll make sure he's okay. He'll be in his own cell. Come get him tomorrow.
He needed that. That was the thing.
He straightened right up.
That was the thing.
But after a while, he said, Dad, I took him to get his first job. I took him early in the morning before the door opened. I know that's right. Right, he was the first one in. Came out smiling. Dad, I got the job. Blah, 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 blah. Then he started, on the right path. Got him a car. Blah, 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 blah. He called me up and said, Dad, he said, I've never been this happy in my life. He said, now I see why, God. I see why you do what you do. I see why you love God the way you love God. That brought me such, when your children,
to begin to see why
you have to
why you serve that God that you call God.
You have to
they have to see for themselves.
Right. And all you can do is say, Lord, I'm going to continue to pray. That's right. And I do it my child like this. They're like, Ma, I said, I'm just praying. But Ma, I said, but I'm just praying. Also, when somebody like, my God. I was like, yes.
Because I had him in church. I had him in church. When I was in church, guess where he was?
That's right.
Right there with me.
My children want us the first place they went
was
what? To church. But they came to I'm at the hospital.
Church.
But still, that doesn't mean that our children are not going to sway and have their own views.
That's right.
But God has encamped it for them to know who He is for themselves.
What the Bible say? Train up a child in the way that they should go. When they're older, they will not depart
and no matter
from the faith.
Right. No matter what. Then, like you said, he went a little bit, but then he realized, like,
always snatch right back.
So in all of that, he has a testimony because he's going to bring somebody to God. Because
that's right.
Like I've been there. Let me tell you what I did.
That's right.
Because somebody's going to think, say, oh my God, your dad's this, and you're the perfect. No, I'm not. No, because I made my own story.
Yes,
I got my own story.
my own testimony.
And one of the things we don't do a lot, and Paul alludes to this because we studied it this past Sunday in Sunday school, because he writes the letter to Corinth, I believe it's 2 Corinthians 13, around 5-6. They were judging him, whether he was a man of God or not. They were judging his apostolic authority. Mm-hmm. So he says to them, he said, wait a minute, why y'all judging me? He said, examine yourselves, unless ye be reprobate. In other words, he was saying, how you gonna judge me when you ain't living right?
Okay.
You gonna judge my authority and who I am, but you ain't doing right. Because of the fact is that no one wants to take a self-assessment of themselves because they don't like what they see.
But then, like you said, though, but we're quick to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her.
Mm-hmm.
She thinking that.
And your yard is not clean.
But did you look in the mirror?
Did you look in the mirror? They don't want to look in the mirror.
Because it's so much easier to point the finger instead of looking at self.
And
changing self.
Exactly.
When we start to change ourselves, though, our whole view becomes different.
Mm-hmm.
We're not so busy trying to talk about each other and bringing each other down because we're in a different mindset. When you feel good about yourself, it doesn't feel good to tear other people down.
And I tell them all the time,
it doesn't.
Stop having that crab mentality.
Okay.
I said, we need to stop. That you know what? That without you knowing, I'm going to straighten my queen's crown.
That's right. And I don't need to tell everybody.
Instead of trying to knock it off and bring it down, no, I'm going to straighten it. I got you.
You know what that spirit is? That's the spirit of the Pharisees. It's legalism. It's called legalism. Legalism says, I'm going to tear you up so that I can get the spotlight off me.
Yeah.
So I can keep doing what I'm doing and put it all on you when you may be innocent in everything that you're doing. But because you're doing good and because I can't be like you, because every time I'm around you, the anointing that is on you reveals who I'm not.
Come on.
Therefore, I'm going to tear you down so that I can look good.
It is.
Ooh, this
and it's a spirit.
Jesus.
We got to be careful of spirits. There's spirits out there and they jumping. They jumping from they jumping everywhere. And we wonder why this is happening. And a lot of times the manifestation of a natural problem is due to a soulish or spiritual problem. There's something going on spiritually that's manifesting itself in the natural. So where's the root cause? The root cause is in the spirit. You get the spirit right, the spirit will command the natural.
Yes.
They will line up. Jesus. And that's why the church, and I'm not saying the local church or the national church, because the church right now is in trouble because of the fact that I don't even know what's going to happen. I don't know what God's going to do, but I know God getting ready to do something. I just don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. And there's people out there that's trying to be all spiritual and trying to get all this notions and all this other stuff and all this new revelation. Ain't no new revelation. Whatever God said, that's what it is. As a matter of fact, what you're seeing is the unfolding of what he already spoke. Amen. There is nothing new under the sun, according to Ecclesiastes. There's nothing new. So everything you see has to happen. Bible prophecy must be fulfilled. We're seeing it right now. There's going to be a lot of folk that you sit next to in church that are going to fall by the wayside. God said, don't be alarmed. This must be. Unless there be a falling away first from the ones that you think. It's the ones you think that won't do it are the ones that will. The ones that do are the ones that are talking about you are the ones that God is revealing to you. Because God says, if I don't show you who they are, you'll never put them out of your life. So God says, I'm going to cause something to happen to you that they're going to judge you just so you can see the real face of who they are.
So true.
And then you'll make, then watch that, and then you'll bust a move.
So true.
Then you'll bust a move, because other than that, you'll be, oh, that's my friend, and blah, 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 blah.
I had to lean back on them.
But God said He gonna reveal exactly who they are, so that you can move them right on out the way.
It is so
Jesus.
You see like this.
Ty, don't you throw that look. You threw the book at you. She
like
said,
this. You like.
I didn't have nothing else to throw.
I didn't know they were right.
Yeah.
And because you think
I didn't know that they thought that way about me.
Because I thought they were for me in everything I do.
But here it is. You know how you can see them clearly? When you have things where you're celebrating something and they never show up. They never show. Now, when you're down and out, they right there. Because they hoping that you stay there. Oh.
Who does that remind you of? Who does that remind you of? Job had 3 crazy friends.
Oh, Jesus.
Came to talk, so-called console him.
Concern.
Sat with him for how many days before they said a word? And the only thing they had to say after all, they looked at him, they saw the boils on him, they saw his home situation, they saw everything. The only thing they had to say to him was, Job, you must have done something.
Well, I thank you, Lord, for revelation and
no prayer. Pray for me. Let's pray. What do we need? Do we need to pray?
No.
What can we do? You must have did something. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
That's right.
If that's how you.
And those are the people, and you know what? And it hurts. Let's be clear, especially when you have that real love for people.
Because you thinking that they for you all these years.
Yeah. Because
really
you have, and we don't do things because we want something in return.
No, we just do it.
But it hurts most when they're the people that you have gone out of your way for, that you have sacrificed for, to ensure that you have been at their beck and call every time they have gone through. You are there. It hurts when the revelation comes and you're like, whoa, this one?
No,
not this
not that one. Yeah,
but you can even tell when you're celebrating something in their response to what you're celebrating, how they respond to it, how they move with it. You can tell, and it's hurtful. But I always thank God for the revelation. You're like, okay, God, thank you. Yeah. Because I see now, and now that I see you, I can't unsee you. And it's okay.
But don't stick around.
No.
For the after party.
No.
I go where I'm celebrated.
Come on.
Not where I'm tolerated.
Amen.
Because if you just going to tolerate me, then that means you don't need me.
That's right.
Therefore, I'm going to take me and my anointed self, and I'm going to go somewhere where I'm going to be celebrated. Yeah, because people don't want to be around anointed people. Huh? There's something about anointed and gifted people. People don't like it. They don't like you for no reason. For no reason at all. Why? I just don't like you. Why not?
Jesus.
I can help you.
I said, we had church. We just excited. She said 2 minutes. I said, oh, Jesus.
Send your offerings to
yes. Inspired.
Melvin.
I'll get it.
God said, let me say that. God says sow a seed. Because if you sow a seed, rain only matters to people who have seed in the ground. William McDowell said. He said, rain is a nuisance to those who don't have seed in the ground, so you ain't expecting nothing. But let me say, if you sow $1,000 right now,
we're going to split it 3 ways. Jesus.
Oh, God.
We're going to split it 3. But I do, because we got like, 2 minutes left. I need to get the sponsor. I have 2 announcements that I need to make for amazing events. We got Renee here, and she's in an amazing play that's coming up this weekend. Yes. But I need to touch my sponsor first. The Inspire with Shika My'Chelle Show is sponsored by Allstate Insurance Company agent Jermaine Matthews. If you're looking for an awesome insurance agent, please look no further. Contact him and his team for all of your insurance needs at 516-941-1641. That is Mr. Jermaine Matthews from Allstate, 516-941-1641. I'm going to have 2 announcements for 2 things. You have an event that is coming up on Sunday. I have my son's friend. I get so excited when young people are doing great things, but one of my son's best friends is doing an inclusion opportunity for kids with Down syndrome. Okay, I wanted to have a conversation with you. It's a beach cleanup in Hot Cocoa, Saturday, November 16th, Jones Beach State Park in Wyandanch at 12. And I guess they're meeting at Belmore Bean Cafe in Belmore at 1:30. For more information and to reserve your spot, please email my bonus son Tommy at TOMMY which is a period, PANAGIOTIDIS at my.LLC liu.edu. I don't know if you know any families that have Down syndrome kids, but they are looking for families with Down syndrome kids. Please support this course. I think that it is awesome to have young people involved in these type of things, you know, just to have a heart to serve. That is such a beautiful thing. So please support that. You can contact him. His email, I will actually post his email on the bottom of the screen so that you guys can get in contact with him. If anyone knows of any families with Down syndrome, please get involved with this initiative. It's pretty awesome. But aside from that, the Burning Bush Family Foundation, Inc. presents Crossroads, a theatrical play, two brothers, their relationship, their decisions.
Yes.
Sunday, November 10th, 2019. That is this Sunday. It is this Sunday, Studio Theater of Long Island in Lindenhurst.
141 South Wellwood Avenue.
There it is, 141 South Wellwood Avenue, Lindenhurst. Performances are at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Tickets are $15 in advance, $20 at the door, and they are available on Eventbrite. Am I right?
They are.
Eventbrite. But we have Renee Williamson is a part of the cast, so please, guys, please
It's
support
only about 45 minutes, and afterwards we're having a forum on mental health, how it deals with men. So it's awesome.
Oh my God.
It's an awesome.
You guys have to support this,
so
please
come out.
Yes.
We really are. It's written by Renee Joshua Porter, directed by David Peters. Amazing. Gotta hit you right here.
I need to get behind the scenes. Do you guys have any more rehearsals this week?
Yes, we have one Saturday at 1 o'clock, and then we will be performing Sunday 3 and 7.
I need to bring Inspire with Shika My'Chelle Show behind the scenes to talk to some of the actors and this awesome playwright.
Because like I said, it's basic we're giving it men with mental health.
Yeah, things that we're not talking about. We're not talking about how mental health is affecting the man.
The theatrical play is only about 45 minutes, but it's powerful.
I know it is.
Powerful.
Oh my God.
Powerful.
You guys have to check this out again. That is Sunday, November 10th. There's a 3 o'clock performance and a 7 o'clock performance. Tickets are only $15 in advance, $20 at the door. You can spare that.
Come on.
Tap into something that might change your life. It is a beautiful thing to learn something new and to know how to deal with, you know, especially if you're working in education, if you're just walking through life, not even if you're working in education, but when you are in contact with young men, especially, or men in general, you know, we have to know how to tap into what it is that they're going through and kind of learn how they deal with things, because they don't deal with things the same way that we do as women. No. So this play is right on time. It is important. Yes. Please support. Again, that is this Sunday, November 10th, and the Jones Beach cleanup is November 16th. So I'll be announcing that again next week. I have a little more time for that. But the play is this week. I need you guys to support. Yeah. And quickly, even though we are a few weeks away, November 23rd, Destiny House Christian Center, we're doing another giveaway, coats. Okay. If you know of anyone that is in need, please put your pride to the side. If you know of anyone that is in need of coats, men, women, children, please come out from 12 to 4, Destiny House Christian Center, 70 North Main Street on the second floor in Freeport. Everything is free. If you do not have a car, we are accessible to the train station. Get on the Babylon branch, get off in Freeport, walk across the street. The parking lot is right there, and come out and get your coats. Whatever you can get your hands on, you can hold. We have bags. Bring your own bags. Everything is free. Please bring a friend, and if you have coats that are gently used or new that you wish to donate, please do so. You can contact Elder Francis Dent at area code 877-698-3422. Again, that is 877-698-3422, or email Elder Dent at elderfdent, DENT, at dhcc.church. I pride myself on trying to get as much positive things that are happening. I want to be able to promote it because if I'm not using my voice for good, then what am I here for? So please support the play this weekend. Tommy's event is next week, and then the following week is the coat giveaway. If you have coats, please donate. Wash them up, give them to us, bless somebody else. It is simply a blessing to be a blessing. I thank Renee and Mel for being here. Again, we got to do this again because you just touched on that whole church thing and the time started ticking away, and we got to get back to that topic and back on that. So whenever you guys are free, we'll come back and bring that back to the table. But I thank you guys for tuning in every single Tuesday. And I thank you guys for coming. God bless you. Keep warm and dry and vote. Vote. Today is the day. Do not let today pass you by without taking a moment to vote. So God bless you all and have a good day. Because we're going to go off here.